Ryan's here with me today.
My name is Ryan Safta, and I'm here to talk about technical communication and its essential role in an engineering office. So, engineers oversee our products, our everyday use of products, from the initial design all the way to the implementation of them in real life. And engineers are a key aspect to a functioning and innovative society. So, technical communication allows engineers to effectively convey complex information, to facilitate collaboration between teammates and colleagues, and to ensure safety and success of engineering products. Moving on to the first point, facilitating teamwork. Teamwork is very important and vital into an engineering background, as engineers often work in teams of 5 or 6, and they all run through ideas and try to explain to each other what the solution should be. So I conducted an interview with Dr. Mohammed Al-Zine, the department head of St. Ambrose University of Mechanical Engineering, and he told me that to facilitate teamwork, engineers often send one email with the project's requirements and standards in written detail, and it allows engineers to focus and get the details all out onto paper so they can see it, and then they meet up in real life, hence the doubling down to make any modifications if needed. Mohammed also told me that over the course of his years working as an engineer, that 90% of the mistakes that occurred were due to miscommunications. So this applies to teamwork because you really want to talk and to find a solution, because in a technical field such as engineering, there's only one correct answer, and miscommunications are always about a program requirement. So you need to find what the program requirement is exactly for the application and then find the solution as a team. Moving forward, the class concept that can be applied to facilitating collaboration and teamwork is conflict styles. So conflict styles allows you to work with other people, because whenever you're arguing with teammates or colleagues, you're often brainstorming with them. So you want to be collaborative with them, and this will allow you to be open-minded and positive, so you can hear both sides of the whole story. You want to be able to be heard and to also hear your colleagues out, so you can get the best possible solution. And you often also use compromising in engineering. So compromising is often used with clients. So let's say you have a client with a specific budget and they want ceramic, however their budget can't cover that. You may want to suggest aluminum for them, so it's a win-win situation. You win and the client wins, as you both kind of get what you want. It's a middle ground approach. Okay, moving on. Technical communication allows engineers to convey complex info. So conveying complex info is often done through visual communication and written communication. Visual communication is done by exactly what it is. You're showing clients and colleagues pictures of your design through computer software online or real prototypes that the engineer would build. And an example I have of this is from also Dr. Mohammed Al-Zine. In class this past spring in material science, he was showing us a plastic bottle and the 2 different plastics that make up the plastic bottle. He would show us that the different properties of the bottle. He would tell us to see the bottle, feel it, just understand exactly the properties and the structure of the bottle, so that we can differentiate between the 2 plastics. Written communication also takes a role in conveying complex information, because as I said before, it allows clients and your colleagues to see exactly what it is, not to visualize it, but to see the numbers, the specifications, and all of that, so you don't forget it. So a study done by authors Sajeev and Ramatowski, found that 64% of 64% of time spent as an engineer is used on communication, and 32% of that 64% is used in written communication. So written communication is very important for the technical aspect of things. Also, presentation pitches are also very important for engineering, even though they take up a very small amount of time of communication in engineering. They are a make or break deal on whether or not you get a job, because you want your client to grasp and understand exactly what it is you're selling to them. Nobody's going to buy anything if they don't understand what it is. So the class concept that I can tie to this is assertiveness. Assertiveness is a style that is polite and confident. So whenever you're presenting something to a client, or if you're like Mohammed teaching students what it is, you want to seem confident. You want to be able to, you want the client to think that you know what you're talking about, or to know what you're talking about. You can't seem like you don't know anything. So Assertiveness is a very key aspect. So you want to be able to describe the problem, to propose a solution, and then to confirm understanding, which will ensure success. Moving on to the third reason of how technical communication is reflected in engineering is ensuring safety and success of an engineering project. So success, The Ohio University explains that brainstorming is a key aspect of engineering, and members often work in groups of 4 to 5, as per Laura Reeves from Harvard. And they all just write down ideas, get everything as much as they can out of their head, and they can all see it. It's perfect. And Laura Reeves also says that 66% of communication engineering was worked in teams. So it's a very, it seems as an introverted profession. However, it's quite the contrary, as everybody's working in teams and they're all collaborating. Moving on to the safety part of projects. So you really want to make sure that you're clear and concise. According to ZipRecruiter, 9% of accidents in an engineering workplace are due to miscommunications, as work accidents as an injury. So you really want to question everything that's occurring, everything that's happening around you, and you want to make sure that the questions are yes or no based answers, just so they can be as clear and concise as possible. The class concept that I'm going to be tying to ensuring safety and success for engineering projects is active listening, because you need feedback from your clients and colleagues so that you understand that, so that you know that they understand what you're saying, and you also want to write down things so you don't forget. So to conclude, technical communication is very important for engineering, as it allows engineers to convey complex information, facilitate collaboration between teammates and colleagues, and to ensure safety and success of engineering projects. And to finish off this presentation, I also have a quote. The quote is by Sidney J. Harris, and it is that the two words communication and information are often used interchangeably. However, they both signify different things. Information is giving out, however, communication is getting through. Thank you for listening to my presentation.